Hello and welcome to Dog and Duck Training Tabit Level 1. This is video 1 of 2 on how to enter our daily specials. So there are 2 ways that we can enter our daily specials, but first we're going to give some general information on entering items. So let's go to our Clements Ferry location. And we are always going to find our items here under menu and then items. And when you first load up the screen, it will show all of the items, both at the HQ level and at your site level. You will notice as you scroll through that the majority of the items are in this blue color, and those are the HQ items, and any items that are black are going to be site level items that your store put in. You can also change your view in the top right from full view, which shows both HQ and site level or local items. You can change it to the HQ level where it only shows HQ items, and then you can change it to local view where it only shows items you've created, also known as your daily specials, and then possibly some drink items that you've created or even desserts. Today we're going to focus on the daily specials, but you would enter any of these items kind of the same way here at the site level. Once we get to this point, this is where you're going to enter the specials one of 2 different ways, depending on how your location chooses to do it. And so let's look at the first way. So in this option, if we look at the local view, we can see that this store has chosen to use pre-made special items. And so what we're going to do is once we determine what our special is going to be, we'll select the pre-made item that makes sense for those specials and then change the name. So for today, let's select the SP salad and we will click on that. And there are just a couple things that we need to change. So we're going to come down here to General, click our edit icon here, and we are going to change the short name. This is what is going to show up on the pad for the servers. Okay, my special today is going to be Nikki's Super Salad. So I've abbreviated it to Nikki's SS for my short name. And then down here, I'm going to scroll down to item name for printing. And that is what is going to show up for the kitchen. If I only have one salad for the day, and maybe I just could leave it as SP salad, and they would know exactly what I was talking about. But let's say I have multiple salads for today. So we'll go ahead and type in Nikki's Super Salad. That way they know exactly which one we're talking about. And there we go. So again, item name for printing is going to be what shows up in the kitchen KDS. Short name is what is going to show up on the server pad when they drag it over to the seat. In the item column, it will still say SP salad, but when they drag it over, it'll change to the short name. And then the final thing we need to do here in the general section is to come down here to image. And this is where we could upload a picture of our special if we had one, or we could type in a description here. And this description will show up on the tablet if a server were to single click on an item. It'll show up with this description for them. And then more importantly, this is the description that will show up online in the online ordering. So you want to double check here and make sure that you have a good description here, but also that there's not an old description here left, because that can get confusing. If I've made my special salad for the day to be a shrimp salad, and then here in my description I've got a buffalo chicken salad description from like 3 days ago, that's going to be confusing, especially for our online customers. So I've changed those 3 things: my short name, my item name, and my description, and I'm going to hit save. And then no, not the final thing, but close to the final thing, I need to come over here to my offers section in the very top right here, and I'm going to click right on the SP salad, and I'm going to change the offer name. This is what will print on the check, and this is what will show up online as the item name. So whatever you have here in this offer name is what's going to show up online and on the check. We're also going to change our price. This is the best salad in the world, so let's make it $16.99, and then we'll hit save. And so this item is now saved in the system, but it is not on my tablet, and I can see that right here because there's nothing's listed. So right here is where I'm going to add it to my tablet. I'm going to hit this plus sign, and I need to select my specials category. It's going to be in the food. This is going to be in my Monday special. You can hit next, and then I'm just going to make sure that's highlighted, and then I can move it around within my other specials so I have it in whatever order I'd like to have it, and then I can hit save. And now we can go straight to our tablet and double check that the special got put on correctly and is pulling correctly. That way we don't have any problems later when we are adding it to online ordering or during lunch when our servers and bartenders are trying to ring things in. So that is option number 1 for entering in a special. One more note that I would like to make is we do not need to click this plus sign and add another offer. All we have to do is change this offer name and price here. Just as a reminder, I know it's tempting. All right, on to option number 2. We are going to go over to our Bell Hall location, and for this option, basically what they're doing each time, instead of using a pre-made special, is they are creating the special brand new. The benefits of this are there are already specials created and ready to go that you could just add to the pad view versus using the pre-made special categories in which you have to rename them and create them each time. The cons of this option are it can get a little messy looking as far as the number of items you have. The number of items you have at your site level does not affect the functionality of the system. And we are under our menu and items category. And once again, I like to go to local view. It searches just the same in the search bar, but it's just preference. And here we can see all of the different specials that they've had. And so step number 1 is we want to search and make sure that someone has not already created this special. For example, I would like to create Nikki's super special salad does not appear to be in there. And so I am all good to set this up as a brand new item. If you're doing something like a clam basket or the flounder po' boy or the drunken filly, it's probably already in there. So that's why step number 1 is to search for the item up top. Once we've determined it's not in there, we're going to add an item. So we're going to come over here to our plus sign, and we are going to add an item. So first off, we've got to select the category that it's going to be in. We're going to go food. We're going to go mains. And then let's do, what were we doing? I already forgot. Salads. Nikki's special salad. Right. So we're going to go to salads. This item name right here is the full name of your item. You don't have to abbreviate it in any way here. This is what people are going to be able to search it by in the future. Then we're going to select our menu and section. Basically, your only options are specials and then daily specials. That's how it should be. And then I'm going to come down here, and this is going to be an entree. So I'm going to select mains, and the price is going to be $16.99 because it's the best salad in the whole world. And then the tax rule is going to be sales tax. We're only ever going to use liquor tax for liquor, and we're only ever going to use retail tax for retail items, which you should never have to enter in. So next, we're going to go ahead and hit save and edit because we do want to check on a couple more things while we're in here. There we go, and it's going to bring us right up on that general tab that we saw in the very first specials example. So we can see that it populates for us this Nikki's Super Salad, and it is going to default to this item name for printing. See how it's a blank here, and the item name for printing, which we said in the first example, was what printed on the KDS. It's going to default to this item name up here if there's nothing in that item name for printing category, which is perfect in this case because the item name is Nikki's Super Salad and not SP Salad. So we don't have to do anything on this general tab. I just wanted to point those things out. Then we're going to pop over here to routing, and we want to double check that all of the stations that are going to need to get this information on Nikki's Super Salad are going to get it. And then on the decisions, this is where I can add decisions that have to be made. These are going to be things like burger temp, fried or grilled chicken, sour cream or salsa. And I'm not going to have any decisions for my particular salad, but they are listed out in the Tabit level 1 module, so you can reference them, but this is how you bring it up. It acts like a search bar, so you don't have to type it exactly. I could have typed salsa first, and it would still come up with that for me. And you can see some of the other decisions that start there with an S. So if I had a decision that I needed to add, that's where I would add it. Then I can come down here to modifiers. Modifiers are going to be the options that are off to the side. Things like cheese choice, bread choice, salad add-ons, extra sauces, things that might apply to your special. I want you to keep in mind as you're building this that this is going to appear just like this online. And you also can run out of room on the side of your tablet for all these modifiers. If you were to add like 8 modifier groups, you'd start to run out of room and not be able to see them. So for my salad, I want to make sure that I add dressing choice here so that they can choose their dressing. And then I'm going to do salad add-ons. So that people, if they want to add jalapenos or things like that, they totally can. So you'll see right here, actually, for example, on the salad add-ons, I have salad add-ons and then salad add-ons with a little C there. You're going to use the regular one. The salad add-ons with the C is for the full-size chicken Caesar. Perfect. When I add a modifier group, I need to change something. So when you first add a modifier group, it shows up right here with a little W. This W means with. We need to change all of these to say available. Otherwise, on the KDS and on their bill, it will include every single one of these modifiers if we leave it as with. Okay? There are 3 different ways to change these from available to with. And this is probably the biggest benefit of using the pre-made specials and that we saw in option 1 is that they've done this once and they don't have to do it every time. So the first option is to go through and click the drop down to change each one of them to available. I don't suggest doing it that way. The second option is to go down the line, click the arrow, and hit the letter A on your computer, and it instantly changes it to available. If you start at the bottom and hit A, you can do it really quickly. Okay, so that's the second way to do it, and my second most recommended. The third way and the best way is, especially in situations where there are a lot of different options that you would have to potentially change, like the extra sauces category. This is the best way. So let's do just that and bring the extra sauces down. And we are going to click edit right here. And then in this edit category, we're going to come up and hit items. And then we're going to attach items to group. Right here, we're going to see that it says use first placing option. We're going to change that to available. It's going to change every single one of them at once for us. And then this is where we could also set a minimum or a maximum, but we're not going to because this is just extra sauces and they'll have a charge attached. We'll hit save there. And then we have our Tabit search bar that we always have. We're going to look up Nikki's Super Salad and add. We'll go ahead and save that. And now all of our extra sauces will instantly be saved as available. Then the next thing we're going to come down here to is image. And this is where we can put a picture if we'd like to, but as we said in option 1, this is where we can enter the description for the online ordering. Now that we have completed everything within the General tab, and we come over here to our Offers tab, we can see that once again, because we're entering a brand new item, it's populated it for us. We don't need to change the offer name. It's already populated the price based on what we entered earlier. The only other thing that we would potentially need to add here in the offer section is a side item. Now I've created a salad, so I'm not going to have a side item. But if I had created a sandwich, a wrap, a burger, a basket with 1 or 2 sides, this is where I would add that now. This is a change from how we have been doing it up until this point. And the reason for this change is because now it's going to show up exactly like it would on the Turkey Bacon Grill or the D&D Pub Burger, where it gives the server or the online guest who is ordering the option to choose their dressing for the house salad or remove croutons from their Caesar salad and things like that. Basically, we're using a combo group instead of a modifier group. It is a little bit easier to add, so that's a plus for us. And this is where we're going to add it going forward. So we're going to click right here and select group to add. I'm going to type either SP sandwich combo or SP burger combo. Basically, the way you want to think of them is SP sandwich combo charges for French fries, and then SP burger combo includes French fries. So anything that you would like to have that includes French fries, you're going to use the burger one. Anything else, you're going to use the sandwich one. So say we're going to use the sandwich combo. There we go. And then we can still click on that and set a limit or minimum and a maximum on what we'd like to order. If I was doing a basket, a seafood basket with French fries and coleslaw, I could go and do my SP burger combo. There it is. And then click on it. And then I'm going to set a maximum of 2 sides instead of just the one. And then save it. Done deal. We do not need to change our sides to available or anything like that. What you are going to have to do is add it to the pad view exactly like we did in the very first example. Move the specials, special food, Monday. Highlight the item, move it wherever I'd like it to be. There we go. Save, and then publish. Those are your 2 options for entering the daily specials. If you have any questions, refer to the Tabit Level 1 training module, reach out to the Tabit support or our internal support team members or your fellow managers. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Okay, bye.